Hello YouTube. It's Monday. I hope you're all having a great day. I didn't end up getting to stream as much as I wanted to over the weekend. Some life stuff came up, but what you're seeing right now is just taken right from my stream. I have it set on the lowest graphics as my graphics card isn't great, as I've mentioned before. Hopefully that'll change in the next month or two. I plan on getting a much better one and upgrading. But it's nice to know that this game runs on a like 10 to 11-year-old graphics card. That's great. And just some quick update stuff for the future. I plan on probably only posting one small clip from this weekend of something funny that happened that also really sucked. But I'll be posting that probably tomorrow. I'm recording this on Sunday, but I'll be posting that tomorrow, probably shortly after I post this video. And it's somebody mass teleported everybody on the server, and so I'm going to be uploading just what was going on at the time. It was just obviously sucked, but was kind of funny. Anyway, some updates. As we go through the month, I plan on bringing out videos covering each of the classes. We will probably do tank or mage next Monday, just talking about how it feels, the different skill trees, and I also will be uploading all of the full-length videos from my stream to another channel called Radiance VODs. The link will be in the description down below, so if you want to see the entire full, hour, 2-hour streams, feel free to head on over there and check them out. But for right now, as you may have noticed by the title, I want to talk about the most tedious thing, for me at least, in MMOs. And I know a lot of people probably think it's the grind for gear. I actually don't mind that. I really like games where you have to grind for gear, like Monster Hunter, like most MMOs. But the most tedious thing for me, and I talk about it a little bit with one of my friends, actually, during this stream here I was talking about it, is the leveling process. Leveling a character is boring for me. And I get why we have to do it, and there are very legitimate reasons. You need to get accustomed to your class, or in this case with Ashes, your archetype. You need to get accustomed with how other archetypes work with your archetype. You need to get accustomed to the world and the different systems they have, the different mechanics that are in place. And so it's very understandable why you don't just start out max level. I get that. I'm not saying just start people out at max level at all. But I find leveling very tedious, and especially more so when you go to level a second character. Because you end up like, I know in World of Warcraft, I would follow the same route, do the same leveling path on almost every character, and it's boring. It's tedious. And this is coming from somebody who, when I played the Lord of the Rings Online, they had these special side quests where it was just like to get in-game cash shopped instead of paying actual money for it. It was just like going to an area and doing kill quests basically, and you would have to complete areas, and I spent hours upon hours just doing all of that, and that was way more tedious than leveling. But I'm a very dedicated and determined person. I have a very, if I want to do something, I am going to do it, and I will follow it through to the end. But just leveling is so boring in so many different games. And so I was looking, and I've been playing Ashes, and right now there's not a lot of content. We know that. It's an alpha. That's fine. I'm not saying that this is a current issue it may be fixed later on, it may not. But leveling, it's hard to find quests. It feels like you're just doing a lot of kill quests, and it's a little bit boring. Now, I really think that even if the leveling process is tedious and boring, that doesn't mean the game is not going to be very good. I think I could look at WoW Classic, where I felt like the leveling process was more or less fairly boring, but the overall game was really good. To fix that issue, though, I think I want to talk a little bit about one of my favorite games, and I'm going to probably in the future be talking more about Star Wars and stuff like that, because I love the Star Wars mythos, and I love Star Wars The Old Republic, so I might end up playing some of that in the future too. And you'll be able to find, if you're interested in that, be able to find those on the other channel as well, on the mod channel. But when you're leveling in Star Wars, there's just so much content of different ways to level. So you have your normal way of doing, you know, your normal quests, plus, you know, your normal PvP, which is like what most games have, quests and PvP. But then Star Wars had class quests all the way up to level. It was really story driven, and I'm not saying that this needs to be story driven or having class quests, but that was just one thing Star Wars did. Then they had the like Star Fox style flight space battles. That's the word I'm looking for. And that just added another thing. And then now, if you look at it, they have dogfight PvP space battles. They had repeatable dungeons. They had, you know, all these different ways to level. And so what that did was it just made it, you know, obviously I still have a very similar path that I run with most of my characters, but you just get way more engaged with your characters because there's so many more options of how to level. If you're getting bored of doing one thing, you can do another thing, and I really like the way they set that up. Now, I'm not 100% sure how Ashes could solve this. I know they've looked at a few different things. So they've got the mentor system where you can be mentored by another player, so you and a friend who has a much higher level character can go out and do quests, and you both get rewards for that. They have, you know, the whole PvP system. They have all of their questing. They have different factions that you can become a part of. But I think if one area of this game kind of worries me, it's how boring it is going to be to level up a second character. And I just want to be honest about that and upfront with people, because I honestly think that that's probably going to be the worst part of this game at this point. Now, that could change over the next little while, and that's perfectly fine. And again, like I said earlier, if it's tedious, it's not the worst thing in the world. You just hunker down and you do it, you get it over with, you get to max level. And that's, you know, it is what it is. And so we'll see which way the game goes, but I really wanted to just talk about this because as I was playing it this weekend, that was the thing that really stuck out in my mind, is like, you know, I really like exploring the world, but man, it takes a long time to level in this game. And again, not necessarily a bad thing, as long as they give you lots of different ways to fill that time, and you're not just doing the same thing over and over again. And so that's just, yeah, that's it for this week. Next week, expect probably another video on Monday talking specifically about one of the classes, and that'll probably be my next few weeks worth of videos, is just talking about the classes. I might even make more videos in 1 week. We'll see how things go. My schedule might be changing up at work too, where I start working 4/10s rather than 5/8s, so that would free up an extra day. So we'll see where all of that goes, but for now, I hope you all have a great day whenever you're watching this. I hope, you know, this helps you think about, you know, your own thoughts. If you disagree with me, feel free to say that down below. I am very much open to having conversations about this with everybody, because I love MMOs and I want to see this game succeed. I have a desire to see this game that I believe can be a great game succeed. And so I'm really happy that the developers have a passion for it and are chatting with the community, and that they have a desire to see the community fall in love with this game. So I'm really excited, but there are areas where I think, you know, there may not be a specific fix, but we need to at least have an open discussion about them. But let's have a great day. Have a good, you know, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is. And I hope to see you again. Peace out.